The chair's going to Cole's room, Mom says. He deserves his own space. It's my room, I say. That chair is mine. Rick tells the movers, boys share, men adapt. I watch my gaming chair roll down the hall like a prisoner. Cole stands in my doorway. Relax, Alex, it's just a chair. It's my hours, I say. It's my grind. Mom won't meet my eyes. This is temporary. We all need to adjust. Temporary like a tattoo? I ask. Rick smirks. You'll be fine on the sofa bed. I love my door, I say. Doors are overrated, Rick says. Families don't hide behind wood. Families also don't steal, I say. Steal? Watch your mouth, he says. Cole taps the new desk. This one's nice. Better cable space. I hold a loose screw from the old chair. Did you plan this without me? We talked about change, Mom says. I thought you heard us. I heard wedding plans, I say. Not eviction. Rick points. Set, the desk by the window. Stop, I say. That's my window. You don't own sunlight, he says. I own my setup, I say. My time. Mom steps closer. Alex, please, Cole just moved here. He needs comfort. I need home, I say. I need quiet. Cole shrugs. You can play anywhere. I can't stream in the living room, I say. People walk through. Rick folds his arms. You're 19, adapt. I adapted when Dad left, I say. How many rounds do I play while you loot? Not fair, Mom says. Is this fair? I ask. The movers push my chair into Cole's new room. See? Rick says. Done. Clean start. It's not clean, I say. It's a stain. Alex, don't talk like that, Mom says. Talk is all I have, I say. My gear just walked away. Cole holds up my keyboard. This is sweet. What switches? Put it down, I say. He smirks. We're family. We can share. Share means ask, I say. Share means return. Rick checks his watch. We have schedules. Let's not fight all day. I didn't schedule losing my room, I say. Mom takes my elbow. Come see the sofa bed. We put new sheets. The fold-out gapes like a mouth. This is not a room, I say. It's a hallway with pillows. It's cozy, she says. You can keep your headset on the end table. I look at the wobbly square. Perfect. Throne, I say. King of nowhere. Enough, Rick says. Try gratitude. For what? I ask. For a roof, he says. For family. I never asked you for a roof, I say. I asked you to stop taking my walls. Please, both of you, Mom says. Not like this. I lower my voice. Mom, look at me. She looks. I see you. Then say it's wrong, I say. It's complicated, she says. It's simple, I say. You chose him. He chose Cole. No one chose me. Cole wanders in, still holding my keyboard. We good? We're not, I say. Put it down. He sets it on the couch arm. So, what's for dinner? Big move deserves pizza, Rick says. I lose my room and get pepperoni, I say. Mom reaches for my hand. Alex, stay calm. I'm calm, I say. I'm just awake. Rick steps closer. Show your mother respect. Respect is not obedience, I say. Dude, you're making this weird, Cole says. I'm making it honest, I say. Mom bites her lip. Maybe we can rotate? Some nights you get the room? Chaos, Rick says. No. Of course no, I say. He points down the hall. This is settled. It's not, I say. You can move my chair. You can't move the line you crossed. Stop, Mom says. I don't want to hurt you, Mom, I say. I want my space. He's trying, she whispers. Is he? I ask. I gave up my office so Cole can study, Rick says. You gave up your office, I say, by taking my bedroom. Teamwork, Cole says. I lift the screw. This held something. Together, I say. Now it's just metal. It's for a while, Mom says. How long is a while? I ask. Until everyone adjusts, Rick says. So forever, I say. Stop being dramatic, Cole says. Stop being a thief, I say. He stiffens. Big word. Small truth, I say. Mom steps between us. Dinner. We eat. Then we breathe. I'll eat later, I say. I have to work. Work where? Rick asks. Bite Cafe, I say. Late shift. School night, he says. Job night, I say. I'm paying for peace. Alex, Mom says. I won't yell, I say. I'll pack. I walk to my room that is not mine. Cole's backpack sits on my bed. My posters are gone. Rick stands in the doorway. Be smart. I am, I say. I'm remembering. Remember what? He asks. That I still belong to me, I say. Cole sits in my chair and spins. Fits perfect. Congrats, I say. Enjoy my window. It's the house window, he says. It was my morning, I say. Mom appears behind Rick. Please don't leave angry. I'm not leaving, I say. I'm clocking in. Curfew's 11, Rick says. I'll be quiet, I say. Like furniture. I grab my headset, my mouse, my hoodie. The screw stays in my pocket, a tiny nail for a heavy wall. We'll talk tomorrow, Mom calls. We should have talked yesterday, I say. Ungrateful, Rick mutters. I stop at the living room. The sofa bed waits, sheets bright and flat. Night roommate, Cole says. I'm not your roommate, I say. I'm the guy you pushed into the hallway. He shrugs. Same thing? Not to me, I say. I love you, Mom whispers. I love you too, I say. You'll thank me one day, Rick says. I won't, I say. The door shuts. A line was crossed, I say. No one answers. I put on my shoes and step into cool air. It feels cold and true. The TV glow brushes my face and the fridge hums like a slow engine. You okay? Jordan texts. I type, I'm fine. I drop the volume until clicks sound like rain. Jordan calls. You don't sound fine. I woke up on a fold-out. I whisper, I can't wake anyone. You're living in the hallway? In the living room. Same thing. Want me to pick you up? I have a roof. I don't have a room. Practice later. I'll stay on call. I'll keep the mic low, I say. Morning slides through the blinds. I shove the sofa back into a fake couch, pocket the screw from my old chair, and head out. I marked you late again, Emily says at the gate. Are you okay? I overslept, I say. You never oversleep. I do now. Is it the house? It's the house, I say. I'm adjusting. Headphones? She offers. I can't cancel people, I say. They walk through my new room. The living room? Yeah, I say. I'm sorry, she whispers. It's temporary, I say. The word tastes like metal. After last period, I avoid my old door like it's wired. Cole spins in my chair. I borrowed your keyboard, he says. Testing the feel. Testing means returning, I say. We're family. We share. We ask, I say. Can I have it now? Blue switches, he says, clicking. I like the sound. I like my things to stay mine, I say. He sets the keyboard down. Relax, you can use my mouse. I have a mouse, I say. Great, he says. Options. Put my mouse back too, I say. He laughs. Did you label the air in here? Mom peeks in. Be nice to Cole, he's adjusting. I'm the one on the sofa bed, I say. It's only for a while, she says. A while changes people, I say. I need this to work, she whispers. I need sleep, I say. Cole lifts my headset. I'll clean this. Put it down, I say. Cole, Mom says. He sets it down. Near midnight, I call Jordan. Ready? I've been ready, he says. You sound like a ghost. I'm keeping it low, I say. If Rick hears me, I'm a lecture. Say drills out loud, he says. I'll count. I'll whisper timings, I say. Whispers work, he says. We run practice. I breathe. Rotate left. He says, copy. The house clicks. Each footstep overhead shrinks me. My hands steady anyway. Mom's voice drifts from the hall. Light soon, Alex. I'm almost done, I say. Be nice, she adds. He's still new. I'm new to the hall too, I say. We'll talk tomorrow, she says. Want to talk now? Jordan asks. I want to win, I say. So can revenge wait, he says. I just want what's mine, I say. I'm surviving. Cue again, he says. At 2, I kill the TV glow and lie flat. The fan clicks like a metronome, relentless. I grip the screw until my palm warms. Blue light from Cole's phone wakes me. He leans over Toast. Yo, check this, he says. I started a channel. I know, I say. You watched? I saw my lines, I say. My roots, my edits. Inspiration, he says. Everyone learns from everyone. My voice was in one clip, I say. My laugh. It's a popular laugh, he says. It's my laugh, I say. Use yours. Views don't care who laughs, he says. I care, I say. You can guess next video, he says. Family collab. I'm not a prop, I say. You're dramatic, he says. I was dramatic at night too, I say. You were asleep while I practiced being quiet. Jordan pings me. Clip link? I send it. He replies, that's your crosshair. He lifted your timing. Yeah, I text. He calls it inspiration. Jordan calls. Want me to comment? No, I say. Not yet. You okay? I'm steady, I say. I'm tired of being told to be nice. Emily stops at lunch. Help with physics? Sure, I say. He's busy adjusting, Cole says. I can read and adjust, I say. Did I miss something? She asks. I don't remember adopting you, I say. Play nice, Emily says. I'm trying, I say. After school, Emily meets me by the library. Vectors? You pull this way, I push that way, the thing moves where the truth wins, I say. You're good at this, she says. I like clean answers, I say. Get one at home, she says. I'm working on it, I say. The sofa creaks. Mom brings tea. Thanks for helping, Emily, she says. I help people who ask, I say. She says you're kind, Mom says. I'm tired. Did Cole use your clips? He calls them sparks, I say. I'll talk to him, she says. I will, I say. I'm the one missing a door. I find Cole at the desk. Take down the stolen clips, I say. They're not stolen, he says. They're mine, I say. My hours, my words. I remixed them, he says. Ask me, I say. Credit me. I'll add inspired by roommate, he says. I'm not your roommate, I say. I'm the displaced owner. Owner of air? He asks. Owner of the work, I say. Owner of my voice. Make better ones, he says. I will, I say. And I'll keep them safe. I return to the living room and call Jordan. I'm not crazy, I say. You're not, he says. You're crowded. I'm awake, I say. Cue. Say the plan, he says. I practice. I keep receipts. I stay quiet until I can be loud, I say. On your mark, he says. My mark, I say, closing my hand around the screw. Mine. Dawn slices my eyes. I open my email and freeze. Account suspended for unauthorized software. I didn't cheat, I say. I didn't cheat. I launch scans. Fans spin. The living room stays dark except for the TV glow and fridge. The sofa bed creaks like it wants me back. Show me, I whisper. A report flags a plugin. I click into a folder I never touch. A file hides there with a cute misspelling. I didn't put you there, I say. Footsteps. Cole leans on the doorway, yawning. Tough break, he says. You look cooked. I got banned, I say. Oof, he says. Maybe you clicked something dumb. I didn't, I say. This folder was created after midnight. Clocks lie, he says. My logs don't, I say. He shrugs. Take a day off. Touch grass. I'm appealing, I say. Good luck, brother, he says, eyes bright. The word stings. I pocket the loose screw. At the gate, Emily stops me. Late again. You okay? Ban, I say. Unauthorized software. Did you do it? She asks. I didn't, I say. I found a plugin in a dead folder. Can you clear? When she asks. I have to, I say. Coach first. I'll wait by the window, she says. The esports room smells like old plastic. Coach Thomas Reed looks up. Ward, you look microwaved. Email at dawn, I say. Suspended for cheating. Did you cheat? He asks. No, I say. Someone planted a plug-in with a fake name. Evidence? He asks. Screenshots, timestamps, path, I say. He nods once. Evidence first, anger later. Anger's loud, I say. Turn it down, he says. Back up your drive. Write a timeline. Pretend the admin hates you. I can do that, I say. You're benched until you clear this, he says. Bring proof. Keep your slot. I'll bring it, I say. Don't fight in hallways, he adds. Fight with folders. I hear you, I say. Emily meets me outside. Coach? He wants proof, I say. He wants me calm. Can I help tonight? She asks. Notes, maybe, I say. I don't want you inside my house. I'll be a call away, she says. By lunch, Jordan phones. Explain. I'm banned, I say. Plugin appeared at 2 a.m. You think Cole? He asks. I think access, I say. He sits in my chair and calls it sharing. I'm coming after work, he says. We ghost-proof your gear. Bring a drive, I say. Coach wants backups. Bring your spine, he says. I keep it on, I say. Night presses in. Boxes still line the hall. I open my laptop on the coffee table and start capturing. Logs, modified dates, registry entries. I narrate each click into my phone like an alibi. Mom shuffles in. You're pale, she says. I'm documenting, I say. Documenting what? She asks. My innocence, I say. She flinches. Please don't accuse your brother. We have to keep peace. Peace isn't this, I say. This is silence. Alex, she says softly. Cole is adjusting. I'm the one on a sofa bed, I say. Rick's voice arrives first. What's this tone? I got banned, I say. Someone installed a plugin. Someone, he says, usually means you. Not me, I say. I have timestamps. Screenshots can be faked, he says. Then I guess I faked sleeping on springs, I say. Enough, he says. Don't accuse your brother. I asked a question, I say. You implied, he says. I implied I want truth, I say. Cole wanders in with cereal. Drama. Hour? Did you do this? I ask. He smirks. Prove it. I will, I say. Rick cuts the air. We eat, we breathe, we move on. I'm not moving on from a lie, I say. You're under my roof, he says. Respect rules. My rule is don't sabotage me, I say. Watch it, he says. Mom whispers, please drop it. I stare at the sofa bed. Peace, I say. This is a ceasefire with one gun. Knocks. Jordan steps in with a portable drive. Dr. Data, he says, where's the patient? Here, I say, sliding the laptop. Logs, scans, event viewer. He kneels. We clone, we verify hashes, we build a neat story. Coach wants a timeline, I say. We'll give him a movie, he says. Cole hovers. You boys playing CSI? We're playing Believe Me, I say. He laughs. You'll need better acting. I have timestamps, I say, and your midnight footsteps. I was streaming, he says. I checked your uploads, I say. You went dark when the file appeared. Coincidence, he says. Pattern, I say. Rick points to the kitchen. Dinner, now. Copying, Jordan says. If we unplug, we risk corruption. One plate gets cold, Rick says. Truth first, I say. Mom pleads 5 minutes. I open a blank doc. Timeline, I say, typing. Chair moved, door lost, late nights. Ban at 5:28 a.m. Plug-in folder created 2:11 a.m. Accessed 2:14 a.m. Add house asleep except walking sounds, Jordan says. I add it. And I was on the sofa with the TV off. Cole sighs. Done yet? I'm starting, I say. This is me learning the rules you think I don't know. Martyr, he says. Checklist, I say. The copy chime's done. Jordan ejects the drive like a relic. We have the heart, he says. Now the face, I say. I take labeled screenshots. 01 on folder path, 02 time, 03 hash. I write a short appeal to support and paste everything. Subject, he asks. Appeal, evidence of tampering, I say. Tone? Calm, I say. Coach voice. I read once, hands shaking, and hit send. Rick calls, kitchen. I'm coming, I say. Mom meets my eyes. We're a family, she whispers. I'll be one when someone believes me, I say. Cole rattles his spoon in the sink. Tell them your brother says hi. I'll tell them my logs do, I say. Jordan stands and lowers his voice. Evidence first, anger later. I heard, I say. After anger, what? We keep receipts, he says. I curl the screw into my palm. Then I keep everything, I say. Every click, every hour, every breath. We walk toward the heat of the kitchen. I breathe through it. I don't ask for permission to be believed. I plan for it. I practice patience, and I memorize the path names by heart. Clock me out, then clock me in, I tell the Bite Cafe manager. I'll mop, then I'll grind. He laughs. You live here now? I live where the outlets smile, I say. Can I stay after close? Lights drop at 11, he says. You can play in the back, headset only. I'll buy a pastry I can't afford, I say. Consider it rent. Deal, he says. Don't break my router. I only break records, I say, and I mean it. I wipe tables, twist chairs, and push the mop like a quiet song. The bell stops, the door locks, and the hiss of the espresso machine fades to a sleep breath. Timer set, I whisper. 2 hours clean, 1 hour climb. I boot the loaner rig in the staff nook. Fresh account, fresh rules, I say. No overlays, no shortcuts. I open my notes. Trap 1, file integrity monitor. Trap 2, admin alert on external drives. Trap 3, motion ping by the desk. I change passwords, then change them again. No more sticky notes, no more trust. The cursor blinks like a heartbeat. I export the logs from home and label them by day. I stack screenshots in neat rows, numbers marching. I feel my shoulders loosen a notch. My shift? The manager asks from the door. Paperwork, I say. I'm building a clean path back. Grades okay? He asks. I'll keep them breathing, I say. I need both lungs. Morning drags its feet when I step onto campus. Ward, Principal Collins says from the steps. Office, 2 minutes. I'm heading to class, I say. Grades first, Ward, he says. This isn't optional. I sit. He folds his hands. I see late slips, a ban rumor, and a slide in calculus. I'm fixing the ban, I say. The slips come from a sofa bed with wheels. Excuses walk, results stay, he says. I'm bringing results, I say. I'm building 2 things, a clean setup and a clean path back. He nods once. Prove both in writing by Friday. Study hall at lunch, no exceptions. I'll be there, I say. You're talented, he says. Talent without discipline is noise. I'm turning the volume down, I say. Good, he says. Go. Emily waits by the library steps. What did Colin say? He wants proof and quiet, I say. Can I help? She asks. Hold my phone during study hall, I say. Keep me off clips. That's easy, she says. What's hard? Breathing at home, I say. Say it, she urges. The house feels like a stage, I say. I'm the extra Sia who mops between scenes. That hurts, she says. It's real, I say. Rick praises Cole's discipline like he invented clocks. What does your mom say? She asks. She tries to balance plates that are already broken. I say, she's cutting her hands. Bring her gloves, Emily says. I'm trying, I say. I'm sewing proof. Lunch becomes study hall. Emily slides notes to me. Vectors again? Vectors always, I say. Force toward future, force of friction, net hope. Net hope wins, she says. It has to, I say. After last bell, I return to the cafe. I scrub trays, unload milk, and stash tip coins in a jar labeled new gear. Saving for what? The manager asks. Headset, then keyboard, I say. Then a chair I earn. You work like you're chased, he says. I am, I say. I'm letting the chase teach me pace. Lights dim. I plug in and whisper to the screen. No ego, I say. Only timing. Jordan stays on mute, counting rotations with me. I speak lines for the invisible judges. Path A clean, Path B delayed, record posted. I walk home under a sky that looks fresh out of the washer. The living room greets me with the sour smile of the sofa bed. Long day? Mom asks, from the kitchen. Long and useful, I say. Cole finished his drills, Rick says loudly. Discipline, no shortcuts. Claps for Cole, I say. Don't be salty, Rick says. I'm sodium-free, I say. I'm busy. Busy accusing? He asks. I'm busy rebuilding, I say. Mom dries a cup. Can we have one quiet dinner? I'm quiet, I say. I'm just not invisible. Cole appears, towel around his neck. I shaved seconds off my splits. Nice, I say. Did you shave my settings too? He grins. Inspiration. Credit beats inspiration, I say. Family shares, he says. Family asks, I say. Rick clears his throat. Enough. Eat. We eat. Forks ring like small alarms. I excuse myself and roll the sofa out. The mattress sighs. Homework first, Mom says. Already done, I say. Study hall with Emily. She's good for you, she says softly. She believes me, I say. I open my laptop. Final pass, I whisper. I attach the newest logs, the hashes, the time map. I write to support. I am appealing with evidence. Please review the attached timeline, checksums, and environment notes. I welcome a device audit. Polite, Mom says from the doorway. Coach voice, I say. Will it work? She asks. It has to, I say, and I hit send. The email whooshes like a small bird. I breathe until the room steadies. Proud of you, she says. I'd rather be believed than praised, I say. Rick turns the TV up. Noise helps me think. It helps me leave, I say. I step onto the porch and call Jordan. Sent. Good, he says. Receipts grow roots. I feel the weight, I say. Lift with legs, he jokes. Bite at 10? Always, I say. Back inside, I slide the screw into my palm and close my fingers. Don't let me break, I whisper. Bend, learn, hold. I keep going. Clip just dropped, Jordan DMs. Isn't that your strat? My stomach fell, I type. Link. He sends it. The thumbnail screams my overlay colors. I call him. Play it with me. He counts down. 3, 2, 1, go. That's my route, I say. He mirrors every pivot. And that lag joke? My joke, I say. Same timing. Views are spiking, he says. It's theft with filters, I say. He even copied my crosshair. Do we clap back? Not yet, I say. I build proof. The door opens. Mom arrives with groceries. Bad day? She asks. Borrowed day, I say. Cole's channel is eating my lines. We'll talk at dinner, she says. A soft knock. Megan? Mrs. Evelyn Whitaker calls. Mom lets her in. Mrs. Whitaker smiles. Studying late? I'm studying locks, I say. She lowers her voice. I saw the tall one last night, backpack, near your window. My window? She nods. Quiet feet, quick hands. Mom frowns. Are you sure? I'm old, not blind, she says. Thank you, I say. When the door shuts, Mom whispers, don't start a fight. I'll start a system, I say. I'll end the guessing. In my corner, I open my toolkit. Webcam LED blocker, audit trails, motion alert by the desk. Mom hovers. Is that necessary? I prefer necessary to sorry, I say. Please don't accuse him, she says. I'll accuse logs, I say. I tape a flap over the webcam light, script a hash check, aim my phone at the desk, set the alert tone to a dry click. Jordan calls. Paranoia check? Security check, I say. If he touches my rig, I'll know. Want me there tonight? I'll be at Byte, I say. If it pings, I'll call. Evening lands. I clock in, mop, and wait for closing. The manager locks the door. Same drill? Same, I say. The cafe hums. I open a blank scene and run warm-ups. Left rotate, I whisper. Clear. Mid. My phone clicks once, then twice. Motion alert. I freeze. Desk ping. Jordan's already calling. We got motion? We do, I say. Opening feed. My room appears in grayscale. A hand enters. Woven black wristband. Buckle. Nicked. Jordan inhales. That's his band. I know it, I say. The hand lifts my headset, sets it down, slides the mouse pad, taps a key. Why tap a key? He asks. To wake the monitor, I say. The figure leans closer. A slice of jaw flashes. It's him, I breathe. Call your mom? Jordan says. I'll call coach first, I say. Send me the clip. I push the file. I step into the alley and dial. Coach, it's Alex. Motion on my setup. What do you have? Video. Clear hand, wristband, partial face, I say. Timestamp fits the plug-in nights. Backup first, he says. Evidence first, anger later. I'm calm, I say. Bring it tomorrow, he says. Stack it with logs. No socials. Understood. On the walk home, I call Mom. I have a clip, I say. We need to talk. What clip? The desk at night, I say. The tall one, backpack. She goes quiet. Come home safe. In the living room, Rick watches a show about winners. I pause the screen. Hey, he says. I was watching that. I need 5 minutes, I say. Make it 1, he says. Mom steps in. What happened? I hold up my phone. Motion alert, video. Rick snorts. Spy toys. I protect my work, I say. Press play with me. Mom takes the phone. The grayscale hand fills the screen. The wristband flashes. Rick's jaw tightens. Could be anyone. It's familiar, I say. Mom swallows. I recognize that band. Rick snaps. Enough. I'll show Coach in the morning, I say. Cole walks in, chewing chips. Why did the TV stop? Watch this, I say. He glances, smiles small. Nanny cam? Boundary, I say. Why were you at my desk? I lost a charger, he says. Middle of the night? Couldn't sleep, he says. Read a book, I say. Don't touch my gear. Rick lifts his hands. We're not fighting again. We're forming sentences, I say. Emily texts. You okay? I reply. I have video. She calls. Speak. I have a hand, a band, a face slice, I say. Enough to keep building. Alex, don't lose yourself, she says. Win the right way. I want truth, I say, not a bonfire. Good, she says. I'm with you tomorrow. I lock my knot door and copy the file again. I label it 04 baller motion proof. Jordan pings a meme of a tiny crown cracking. His crown's slipping. Cracks don't make me king, I say. They make room for light. Sleep, he says. I'm not done, I say. I scrub the clip, frame by frame. The knuckle scar from his skateboard wipeout sits like a signature. The mouse cable twitch matches the night my DPI changed. I see it, I whisper. I send Coach stills. For morning, I write. Jordan calls. Backup's done, drive is safe. Good, I say. Tomorrow I print the timeline. And breathe, he says. And breathe, I repeat. Mom knocks. Can I come in? Yeah, I say. She sits on the sofa edge. Evelyn's words shook me. They guided me, I say. She likes you, Mom says. She bakes too much bread. I like bread, I say. She finds a small smile, then it fades. I'm scared. I'm steady, I say. I'm choosing careful over loud. Thank you, she says. I want us safe, I say. That includes him. Even after this? She asks. I don't want anyone ruined, I say. I want truth spoken out. Loud, the house quiets. I sit with the glow and the hum. I slip the screw into my palm. Hold, I tell it. Hold me together. Jordan texts. Anger check? Low, I type. Evidence high. Emily texts. Proud of you. I'd rather be ready, I write. I watch the clip until the heat drains. I unclench my fists and breathe. I don't want revenge, I whisper. I want truth. Support connected me to Dana Harris, I say into my mic. Admin contact, real person. Jordan whistles. Send everything. I already zipped the logs, the footage, the timeline, I say. Subject line? Appeal. Evidence. Attached, I say. My phone buzzes. Opening, I say. Hi, Alex, Dana writes. I'm reviewing. Don't discuss this publicly. Chain of custody matters. Copy, I type. I'll stay silent and keep collecting. Good, she replies. Avoid the affected device until we finish basic checks. I cloned it, I type. Working from a clean rig at Bite Cafe. Perfect, she writes. Keep your notes time-stamped. I breathe. Paper trails, I tell myself. Jordan asks, what now? I make a new name, I say. Fresh account, fresh ladder. What name? Warden 0, I say. I'll guard what's mine. Metal, he says. Scrim at 9? At the cafe, the manager locks the door. You good? I will be, I say. No overlays, no macros, just me against the map. I whisper to the screen. Crosshair. Default. DPI default. Audio raw. IQ. Jordan counts. 3, 2, 1. Left push, I say. Rotate mid, save utility. Copy, he says. Rounds fall like dominoes. My hands feel honest. My chest quits buzzing. I grin. I'm back. Your back never left, he says. The qualifier, board updates. I read my alias. Warden 0, Seed 48, I say. Round 1, he says. Play like you own time. I keep the mic low. Clear B, anchor, fake steps. My voice sounds steady, older. Good tempo, he says. Next. Between cues, Emily texts, "Study hall tomorrow?" "Yes," I reply. "Library window." Jordan chuckles. "She believes you." "She hears me," I say. That saves me. I lock up and walk. Home. The door opens on voices. Rick claps. Cole hit a new peak. Discipline works. "Congrats," I say, grabbing water. Cole studies me. "Got a new hobby?" "Sleep," I say. "Must be fun," he says. "You look wired." "I'm building something," I say. "Something clean." Rick points. "If you act out, there will be consequences." "I'm following rules," I say. "My rules," he adds. "I know the platform's rules better," I say. He steps closer. "Watch yourself." Mom slides between us. "Kitchen, now." She waits until the hallway empties. "What's happening?" "I'm fixing what's broken," I say, quietly. "We're a family," she whispers. I swallow the word. Families protect truth. "Promise me no fights," she says. "I promise proof," I say. She touches my sleeve. Then sleep. In the dark, the sofa bed sighs. I stare at the ceiling and rehearse lines. I close, my hand on the screw. "Hold me together," I whisper. Morning brings study hall. Emily waves me over. "Vectors again." "Always," I say. "Pull toward future. Push past noise." "You look lighter," she says. "New name," I say, softly. "New climb." "Tell me later," she says. "Just keep breathing." After class, Coach Reed catches me. Update. "Admin engaged," I say. "Dana Harris. She told me to stay silent." "Good," he says. "Quals?" "Open bracket," I say. "Alias only." "Play clean," he says. "Document." "The rest." "Yes, coach," I say. Back at the cafe, the board flashes opponents. I cue again. Jordan says, "Call tempo." "Default start," I say. "Fake info. Punish greed." "Copy." I frag with patience. I bait and back off. Ego leashed. Between rounds, I DM Dana. "Running on clean rig as advised. Logs attached." She replies, "Received. Preliminary check supports your claim. Continue to stay silent." I type, "Thank you." I let my jaw unclench. "That's oxygen," I say. Jordan hears it. "You just exhaled a week." "I've been holding my breath," I say. "It hurt." Round 2 loads. Emily peers through the glass, hands cupped. I smile. "Spectator?" She mouths, "Go." I cue. "Right swing on 3, I say. 3, Jordan counts. 2, 1. We win the map, we win the next. The bracket shrinks around my name. "Seed 12 now," Jordan says. "Momentum." "Keep me boring," I say. "Boring is beautiful," he says. Evening again. Mom chops onions. She lowers the knife. "Your eyes look clear." "Water and winds," I say. Rick leans on the island. "What winds?" "Study hall," I say. He snorts. "Cute." Cole watches me. "Want to practice with me tonight?" "I'm booked," I say. "Booked for what?" he asks. "Sleep," I say. He smiles thin. "You sound proud for someone benched." "I sound busy," I say. "Don't get cocky," Rick says. "I'm cautious," I say. Night, scrims. My alias feels less like a mask and more like armor. Jordan whispers, "You're reading the map like a diary." "I wrote parts of it," I say. "Then read louder," he says. A message pops up. "Dana," I say. Opening. "Preliminary finding, manipulation likely," she writes. Continue. To stay silent, I sit back. She said likely. "Likely as a crack," Jordan says. "Keep prying with patience." She also said silence, I say. Then silence, he says. "Let paper talk." I text Emily. "Progress." She replies, Proud. Library window tomorrow. I'll cheer quietly. You never cheer quietly, I type. I'll try, she sends. Also, eat. I close the client and grab a sandwich. I taste something like normal. On the way home, the night feels wider. I knock on my doorframe. Home, I say. Mom meets me in the hall. News? Small light, I say. I'm not crazy. You were never crazy, she says. I needed someone official to say it, I say. Should I talk to him? She asks. Not yet, I say. Soon, maybe. Rick calls from the living room. Curfew. I'm inside, I say. Then stop prowling, he says. I'm learning to breathe, I say. Cole leans on my knot door. Want pizza? I want sleep, I say. I unfold the sofa bed and watch the ceiling lines blur. I hold the screw, feel its little cold truth. Preliminary finding, I whisper. Manipulation likely. I repeat the words until my pulse slows. My phone buzzes once more. Dana. Reminder, no public posts. Save everything, we're moving. I type. Understood, she adds. You're doing the right things. I put the phone face down and let my jaw relax for the first time in weeks. Jordan texts. Proud of you, Warden. Emily texts. Same. I smile in the dark. Just me against the map, I whisper. Me against me is enough now. My inbox pings, I whisper. New message for Warden 0. I open the client. Hi, Alex, the DM reads. Ben Carter from Apex Forge. We like your style. Clean and patient. I breathe, I say. Someone believes me. I type fast. Thank you. I play with no shortcuts. Let's start simple, Ben writes. Headset and travel stipend. See how it feels. I accept, I reply. I'll honor the tag and keep receipts. Welcome, he sends. Play your game, I call Jordan. Sponsor, he laughs. Say it again. Sponsor, I repeat. Headset, travel, trust. Trust is the rare item, he says. Equip it. I just did, I say. Cue after study hall? Always, he says. At lunch, Emily slides into the seat. You look taller. A DM straightened my spine, I say. Good news? She asks. A small sponsor, I say. Clean and patient, like oxygen. Proud, she says. Don't tell the hall monitors. Yet. I won't, I say. Silence is still policy. After school, I mop the cafe floor and talk to my screen. New headset soon, I tell it. But the hands stay the same. I grind. I call pathing. I keep calm. Evening brings smoke. Cole uploads a sliced audio where I roast him. I hear my voice say, he's trash. I carry him. He's dead weight. My chest knots. I didn't say that. Comments bloom like weeds. Toxic, they say. Ego. Rick storms into the living room. Apologize to your brother. I didn't say it, I say. You embarrassed us, he shouts. Fix it. I won't confess to a lie, I say. Mom shakes, hands tight. Please, both of you. Cole leans on the doorframe. Hard truth, bro? Hard edit, I say. Where's the raw? Emily texts. Fake clips aren't proof. She posts it. The replies sting. I DM her. You'll get dragged. I can handle it, she says. Truth needs a friend. Thank you, I say. I'll send Dana the files. I ping Dana. New issue, fake audio. I have the original session. Send originals and project file, she replies. We'll check metadata and waveform. I upload. Recorded 3 weeks before he moved in. Folder path clean. Received, she writes. Do not comment publicly, Jordan calls. We stick to the plan. We do, I say. I hate silence. Silence holds weight, he says. Let paper talk. Paper will talk, I say. Logs always talk. Rick points at the TV. Say sorry on camera. No, I say. I will not validate a cut. Be a man, he says. Being a man isn't confessing to someone else's edit, I say. You're poisoning this house, he says. I'm cleaning it, I say. Cole smirks. People love drama. I love accuracy, I say. Post the whole call. Maybe later, he says. This one trends. Trend your own. Words, I say. I send Ben a short note. FYI, smear clip circulating. Admin looped. He replies, We saw it. We value process. Keep your head. Copy, I say. Matches tonight. I load into quals. My name glows. Warden 0. Breathe, Jordan says. Breathe, I repeat. Default crosshair, he says. Default me, I say. We execute slow. I call, hold 2, trade me on 3. 3, he says. We take sites with patience. I anchor. I save when greedy. I win little wars. Between maps, Emily's message lands. You taught me to count to 10. I'm counting for you. I'm at 9, I reply. 10 soon. Mom corners me in the kitchen. What's happening? I'm fixing what's broken, I say. Quietly. Your words online hurt people, she says. My words? I ask. Or edits? I don't know, she whispers. We're a family. I want a family that doesn't cut my voice, I say. She nods, small. I'll ask questions. Dana pings at midnight. Initial analysis, splices detected, room noise signature mismatched. Continue to stay silent. I exhale. Thank you, she adds. We'll issue a formal note if needed. Keep collecting. Ben messages again. Regionals are in 2 weeks. You in? I stare at the sofa bed. I press the screw into my palm. I'm in, I type. If there's going to be a stage, I'll step into the lights. Good, he writes. Travel stipend activates on confirm. Send sizing for headset. Medium, I say, and thank you. Jordan cheers in my ear. Regionals, baby! It's small, I say, but it's a door. Doors beat sofa beds, he says. Next morning, the hallway buzzes. Cole's comments split. Half adore him, half question the cut. He nudges me. Apologize and we shake hands on stream. I'll shake hands when the edit is gone, I say, and you credit me for the copied roots. He laughs. You crave credit? I crave truth, I say. Credit follows. Rick jabs a finger. Stand with your brother or stand outside. I'll stand with facts, I say. Pick a side with me, the real side. He steps back. You're impossible. I'm consistent, I say. At study hall, Emily lowers a headset. Noise cancel. I smile. Thank you. Are you okay? She asks. I'm better than the clip, I say. Not better than breakfast. She pushes a granola bar into my hand. Eat truth, speak truth. I will, I say. After school, I send Dana the phone screen recording of my timeline folder. Excellent, she responds. Chain of custody intact. I send a final note. Whatever you need, I'll provide. I head to the cafe. The manager waves. Good. News face? Some, I say. Quiet victories. Those count double, he says. I grind. I call clear lines. My voice stays low but sure. Between rounds, I text Ben travel dates and school hours. He replies, We'll work around classes. Study first, play sharp. I will, I say. I owe clean play. That night, the fake clip keeps spinning. I don't chase it. I chase angles. I chase breath. Mom knocks on the frame. Dinner? In a bit, I say. I asked him about the edit, she whispers. He dodged. Dodging is a shape, I say. It leaves a shadow. Are you scared? She asks. I'm ready, I say. Jordan says, Final scrim? Final, I say. We win close. I sit back, sweating quiet. Dana's last ping glows. Metadata confirms original date, intact chain. Hold steady. Steady, I type. I pocket the screw, feel its small weight, say yes. Light soon, I tell myself. Ben stage. I message Ben. Confirmed. He replies, ticket booked. I text Emily, thank you for standing. She writes, stand taller. Jordan says, sleep. I will, I say. I'll wake ready. I pull the sheets, stare up, and whisper, let truth be loud. The badge blinks, I tell the volunteer. Warden 0, player check-in. She scans me. Stage B warm-up. I'm good, I say. The arena buzzes like a hive. Banners glare. My palm finds the screw in my pocket and steadies. Cameras. Left, a staffer says. I see them, I say. Cole strides by with a mic near his mouth. He leans close. Don't choke. I nod like I didn't hear. Backstage, Jordan taps my shoulder. Ready? Ready, I say. No macros, no overlays, just me. Make time chase you, he says. Copy, I say. Emily waves from the stands. Go, Alex. I touch my lips. Silent arc. She pantomimes a shout and zips it. Coach Reed meets me by the tunnel. Ward. Coach. Rule? Evidence first, anger later, I say. Win clean, he says. I walk onto stage. B. Lights fall like warm rain. Headsets wait. I sit and breathe once. Settings are default, a tech says. Perfect, I say. Round 1. The noise shrinks to a hum. I ride like a wave. Cross mid on 3, I whisper. Bait step. Punish greed. We trade early. I save when I should save. Someone overpeaks. I collect the free lesson. Tempo, Jordan texts. You're ahead. I feel it. I type. Cole lingers at the edge with cameras. I keep my eyes on the map. Eyes front, I tell myself. We win the opener. The crowd thumps. Between rounds, my phone buzzes. Dana. Final report ready. Stand by. Don't comment. My hands shake, not from fear. Copy, I type and touch the screw. Soon. Round 2. I read the map like a diary I wrote myself. Footsteps spell out promises I've heard before. I hold, I click, rounds stack. Ben meets me by the water. Headset okay? Clean, I say. Keep your head too, he says. Semi-final loads. The arena grows teeth. The bite feels good. Left split, I murmur. Trade on contact. Rhythm answers through muscle more than sound. I plant, wait, count to 10. On 9, the door opens. On 10, I win. The caster booms, who is this? I take off my headset, look into the lens and say, I'm Alex Ward. Gasps roll like a pulled curtain. I finish the map with daylight. In my hands. The board posts my alias and my name. Emily covers her mouth. Coach claps once. During the break, a push flashes. Statement from platform safety. I open it. Dana's name sits at the top. Findings. Device tampering confirmed. Actions linked to login windows and household IP traces. Relevant activity aligns with Cole Dalton's usage times. Air leaves my chest and returns brighter. Jordan grips my shoulder. Breathe. I'm breathing, I say. Don't gloat, he says. I won't, I say. Noise swells, heads turn, cameras swing. I lower my shoulders. A reporter edges up. Care to comment? No, I say. Platform safety spoke. I'm here to play. Any statement about Cole? She asks. No, I say. Check the report. Emily pushes a water bottle into my hand. Drink. Thanks, I say. Hands? Steady, she says, watching my fingers. Jordan leans in. Recheck settings. Don't let anyone touch. I tap through menus. Verified. Armor, up, he says. My phone buzzes. Ben, we're with you. No tweet. No tweet, I reply. Only games. Good, he writes. Rick's voice cuts from an aisle. Lies! I don't look. Mom says something low. The space around them goes quiet. Cole steps near my station. You set me up. I kept receipts, I say. The admin read them. Say you lied, he snarls. I said I waited, I say. Then I won. A ref gestures. Players, back on. I'm here, I say. Final round of the semi. I breathe in fours. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. The map feels like my old bedroom before the chair rolled away. Familiar, tight, mine. I hold an angle I learned on Whisper nights. A figure crosses the line. I click once. The round falls. The series ends. The caster asks again, closer. Who is this? It's me, I say, softer. Still me. I wave to no one and walk to the exit. The floor hums under my shoes. Ben jogs over. Statement hit stream. I saw, I say. Stay gracious, he says. I will, I say. Coach nods. Good discipline. Thank you, I say. Finals later, he says. Hydrate, stretch, no interviews. Copy, I say. Emily finds me by merch. You okay? I'm okay, I say. You stood up without shouting, she says. I had help, I say. Names on my side. Jordan grins. No speeches. Finish the bracket. Copy, I say. My phone buzzes. Dana, report is public. We will restore your record after finals. Do not engage comments. Thank you, I reply. I step into a quieter hall. The crowd noise lives behind the wall like thunder already, spent. Call your mom, Jordan says. I will, I say. I dial. Mom? I'm here, she says. You okay? I'm proud, she says. Finish. I lean my head on cool paint. I'm still me, I tell the wall. Back in warm-up, a teen volunteer asks, quote? Yes, I say. How do you stay calm? I count, I say, until the noise hums. That's it? He asks. I also tell the truth, I say. He blushes. Good luck. Thanks, I say. I check that my crosshair is still boring, my hand still mine, my jaw loose. A chant starts somewhere. It isn't my name, it's rhythm. I ride it like a long wave that wants me to stand. Ready, a ref says. Ready, I say. I close my eyes and feel the screw in my pocket get lighter. Stay with me anyway, I whisper. We're almost through, Jordan whispers. Finals cue soon. Ready, I say. Coach, water and composure. I'll keep both, I say. Emily mimes a cheer. I'll scream inside. Good, I say. Save your voice. I set my hands on the desk. The arena hum. Feels like home for me. Lies, Rick roars on the concourse. This is lies. I won't argue, I say. Platform safety spoke. Security steps between us. Keep moving. I'm calm, I say. I have a match. Cole stares at the floor. Reporters, press in. Statement? No comment, I say. Check the report. Emily finds my hand. Breathe. I'm breathing now, I say. Jordan shields my path. Backstage. Coach Reed meets us. Head down. I'm okay, I say. Good, he says. Winning doesn't have to mean destroying. I'll finish clean, I say. After finals, I leave through the service hall. I taste metal and relief. I text Mom. Going home to talk. She replies, I'm here. The house is too quiet. Envelopes sit in a messy fan on the table. I open one, then three. Tell me I'm reading this wrong, I say. Mom rubs her eyes. I didn't know. These are card statements, I say. Ad buys, follower packages, rush shipping? She nods. He said it was promotion. For Cole, I say. For all of us, she whispers. I wanted to believe him. He hid these, I say. I found a folder in the closet after the statement, she says. Rick stomps in. Put that down. I'm holding proof, I say. It's business, he says. It's debt, I say, and lies. I invested in potential, he says. You invested in pretending, I say. Mom's voice shakes. How could you hide this from me? I protect this family, he says. You protect your image, I say. Cole edges into the room. Is Mom okay? She's bleeding without cuts, I say. He reaches for the bills. I didn't know. You knew about the bots, I say. Everyone boosts at the start, he mutters. Not with my name in the mud, I say. Rick jabs a finger. You're not a saint. I'm not your scapegoat, I say. Mom wipes her cheeks. Stop shouting. I'm done shouting, I say. I'm deciding. My phone buzzes. A message from Cole. I'm sorry. Please fix this. I type. You fix it. I delete. I type. Return what you took. I delete. I type. I want space. I don't send, Emily texts. Food outside. She passes a warm bag and squeezes my hand. Eat, she says. Then think. I keep deleting, I say. Silence is a sentence, she says. Use it. Coach calls. You home? I'm home, I say. Remember, he says. Winning doesn't have to mean destroying. I want truth, not ruins, I say. Set boundaries and walk, he says. Let consequences sit where they land. I can do that. I say. Jordan arrives with a duffel. My spare room's open, he says. Bed, desk, door. Door, I repeat. That word feels like water. Say yes, he says. I glance at Mom. I can't leave you with him. She trembles. I'll manage, she says. I'm calling a lawyer. Drama, Rick snorts. Dead isn't drama, I say. It's math. I go to my knot room and pull my headset, my mouse, and my hoodie. I take the screw from the bowl by my keys and press it into my palm. Mom stands in the doorway. Are you leaving now? I need space to heal, I say. Will you come back? She asks. I'll come for you, I say. Whenever you call. Write it down, she says. I sit at the table and leave a note. I love you. I need space to heal. I slide it under the magnet shaped like a sun. Rick points at my bag. House property stays. My gear is mine, I say. The chair is ours, he says. I'm not taking the chair, I say. I'm taking me. Cole swallows. Can we talk alone? Later, I say. When talking means truth. I carry the bag to the door. The night air feels like mercy. Keys? Jordan asks. In my pocket, I say. Emily lifts the headset to free my hands. Mom steps onto the porch. I'm sorry, she whispers. I know, I say. Please be kind to you. Text when you're safe, she says. I will, I say. We drive in quiet. Streetlights flip by like checkpoints. I balance the screw on my knee and try not to shake. You don't have to explain, Jordan says. I left a note, I say. That note is a door, he says. Walk through. His apartment smells like coffee. He opens a room with a bed and a desk. Here, he says, door, lock, quiet. I set the headset down like a fragile promise and put the screw beside it. Thank you, I say. Rent is one win and one laugh a day, he says. I can afford that, I say. My phone buzzes. A headline, Dalton suspended pending review. Another? Workplace steps back from local coach Rick Dalton. Karma isn't loud, I say. It's steady. Like footsteps in the right direction, Emily texts. Cole messages, please call. I need time, I send. He replies, I'll fix it. Fixing starts with telling the truth, I write. Tell it to Mom. Mom texts, home. Is quiet. I'm with T. I'm safe, I answer. Spare room, door. I'm proud of you, she replies. Rest. Jordan knocks. Blanket. Yes, I say. And a night to not fight. You've got both, he says. I turn off the light and lie still. The silence holds. The screw warms against my skin. My body learns the shape of a bed that isn't a hallway. My lungs learn how to fill without permission. I let the day settle. I do not write a thread. I do not sign a victory speech. I practice the smallest win I can manage. I sleep. I whisper. I move on without breaking anyone. Apex Forge signed me, I tell Jordan. Full season. He fist bumps me. Contract real? In my inbox, I say. Ben sent the PDF and a welcome. You earned it, he says. Door, desk, team. Door still feels new. I say. I sleep like I won. At school, Principal Collins spots me. Ward. Grades are back up, he says. I built a schedule, I say. Class, study hall, cafe, scrims. Evidence. Attendance, homework, I say. He nods. Discipline noticed. Keep it boring. Boring wins, I say. Emily taps my notebook. You drew a chair. A plan, I say. For what? For a gift, I say. Dinner with Mom. I meet Mom in a quiet diner. She sits, small in a red booth. I failed you, she says before water lands. I was hurt, I say. We can write a new chapter, but not in that house. I wanted peace, she says. I wanted truth, I say. Peace without truth sits on splinters. She stares at her hands. I didn't see them. I slept on them, I say. She exhales. I'm moving out. When? Soon, she says. I talked to a lawyer. I chose me. You chose you, I say. That helps me choose me. Can I still cheer? Please, I say. From a seat you own. I slide a box across. She opens it and laughs through tears. A chair? A simple, sturdy chair, I say. For your desk. For new pages. It's plain, she says. It won't wobble, I say. I love it, she says. Me too, I say. It holds a promise. I'll write better questions, she says. She breathes steadier. Finals? Soon, I say. I feel ready. I need a lane, I add. I have one. We stand outside. I'm sorry, she says again. I hear you, I say. I believe you. Do you forgive me? I'm working on it, I say. Forgiveness is a long map. I'll walk, she says. At Jordan's, I open my calendar. Class at 8, gym at 10, scrims at 4. Add food, he says. Emily enforces granola, I say. Good, he says. Sleep champion. Finals week arrives. The hall hums. Ben meets me by the tunnel. Play your game, he says. We've got your back. I've got mine, I say. On stage, I shrink the noise to a hum and call patient lines. I lose one, win one, and place high. You placed, Jordan says. You belong. I belong, I say. Emily spins once. Proud, she says. I needed clean play, I say. Coach Reed squeezes my shoulder. Keep the rule. Evidence first, I say. Anger. Never, I text Mom a stage photo. I'm okay. She sends a shot of the chair by her window. Me too. Ben hands me an envelope. Later, I read, Stay yourself. The rest is noise. Good note, I say. We climb the stairs. A cardboard box waits. Expecting something? He asks. Maybe, I say. The label says Apex Forge. From Ben. I cut the tape. Foam breathes. The color matches a memory to keep. Chair? He asks. Chair, I say. You assembling tonight? Not yet, I say. I want to choose the moment. I set the box by the desk and place the loose screw, beside it like a moon. Speech? He asks. Short, I say. I choose my space. He salutes. Permission granted. Collins texts. Good balance. Keep going. Boring on schedule, I reply. Emily. Sleep, eat, breathe. On loop, I send. Mom calls. I put the chair together, she says. It doesn't wobble. Good, I say. May it hold you through storms. I changed locks, she says. One key for you. I'll visit, I say. Evelyn's teaching me bread, she says. Tell her warning saved me, I say. She knows, Mom says. She said, Light likes honest rooms. I like honest rooms, I say. I open the window. City air moves across the box. Jordan knocks. Contract party? 2 sodas? 2, I say. To doors, he says. To choices, I say. To being steady, I add. We sit on the floor. What now? He asks. School, practice, league, I say. Stable hours, no late ghosts. New chair when? When my shoulders ask, I say. Not when the past yells. The past yells, he says. I turn it down, I say. I'll leave you to your ritual, he says. Thanks for the room, I say. You pay rent on time, he says. Your laugh pays extra. I shower, finish homework, set alarms. The box waits. I touch the cardboard like a pulse. Tomorrow, I tell it. No rush, I DM Ben. Shipment received. Thank you. You earned it, he replies. Build when it feels right. Will do, I send. I stretch out in the dark. The screw rests by the box, not in my fist. I'm not holding myself together with rage, I whisper. I'm held by choices. Morning, coffee, quiz. I text Mom. Quiz went well. Chair? Steady, she replies. Me too, I say. Afternoon, I sit on the floor and open the box. I lay out bolts and base. I set the old screw in the center like a witness. Jordan peeks in. Ceremony? Almost, I say. Bless it. May the chair support clean plays and clean sleep, he says. Amen, I say. I assemble slowly, checking each step like a map. When it stands, I don't sit. I circle it. Not now? Soon, I say. First homework, practice, call home. Evening rolls, drills done, dishes washed. Emily replies, with 3 worse. I laugh like someone who lives somewhere on purpose. I breathe slow and even and let the room answer back with a quiet yes. My shoulders finally drop. I click the lamp off. The chair waits, quiet and sure. I place the loose screw on the desk beside my headset, a small relic from a life that didn't hold me. I choose my space, I say again. It isn't revenge that saves me. It's the person I decide to be.